In 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, this is welcome. What are you grinning about?
Because I'm on camera.
You are on camera.
I like to
Thanks
grin.
for having
Yeah,
us.
you like to grin. Damn fool. All right, so we are at the I Am Almost Always Right AAR Sports Network here with Andy Pennick, Stan Reynolds, Big Dan Rabin, and Rick Overton downstairs ignoring us because he is too mature for our shenanigans, I believe. So now we are going to watch the Super Bowl. I keep looking for Rick to come. We're going to watch Super Bowl today, and now what we're going to do is that we're going to have our predictions. So Dan is really into this, nodding his head. Here comes Rick. He had to have a beer for this. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Rick.
Rick, lean in so
Cuddle up in here,
we
Rick.
see you. Here, sit in Dan's lap. So we're going to talk today a little bit about our predictions and why we're predicting the win. So we'll start first off with serious Dan Rabin.
Well,
You're looking dapper today,
Well, thank
man.
you.
Dapper
I've
Dan.
worked on this a while.
Yeah, I can do. You knitted it yourself.
But I'm not going to predict a win. I'm going to predict a loss. I'm going to predict a loss for the Kansas City Chiefs, the Kansas City Clown Show, because Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Big Fat Coach are way too much on the TV. Their time is spent away from football. They're making commercials. They're trying to be funny. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But they are just not concerned with the game. And then let's bring in Taylor Swift. The Taylor factor
I have to. My computer's going to sleep.
is also taken away from the Kansas City Chiefs. So I think that by default, the San Francisco 49ers are going to come in and be able to take advantage of their distraction.
That's your prediction.
49ers,
Yeah. That's your distraction prediction.
distraction prediction.
That is excellent.
Well
Okay.
spoken.
Write it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, write it down. Right. So how much you willing to bet on that?
Send in your votes.
$1.50.
All right, $1.50. Very, very good. Rick, come lean in here and tell us your prediction and why. And you can't mention anything about Georgia Bulldogs.
Officially, I'm going with San Francisco. My official pick is San Francisco. My prediction is KC wins. Because they are, I mean, you've watched the playoffs, they're playing better. I just think they're playing better. They look looser. They look more confident. I don't follow much football. I think, but just in the couple games I've watched, San Francisco has not looked real great, except for that second half against the Lions. I don't know what happened to Detroit. So officially, San Francisco. But I don't know. Something tells me KC's going to win.
Well, what happened to Detroit was San Francisco. That's what happened to Detroit.
You pick who you pick. I'll pick who I pick.
I'm just you said you didn't know what happened. I'm letting you know what happened. So
Well, okay, so that was not a choke, but yet when the Falcons were up 28-6 against the Patriots, you have testified for years that they did not choke in that game, and that was not a bad call by Shanahan.
No, I've never said that. I blamed Shanahan all the way, but here recently I've gone. You know what? I really believe they were. I mean, they thought they were going to do it, but no. Was it a choke?
See
No,
how
the
easily he
defense-
gets distracted.
The defense,
So
the
easy.
defense
Yeah.
faded out. The defense faded out.
And
That's what happened.
Shanahan has learned from that. So
I do-
Shanahan
I can
coaching
agree with that.
For San Francisco will be able to take advantage of
But
doing not what he did before.
Good. Yeah, I do wonder the difference between a prediction, Andy, and an official pick.
Well,
Are they kind of one?
I think it was a
my
preference.
official pick is San Francisco, but my prediction is Kansas City.
And with Dan starting off, he predicted a loss instead of a win. But in essence, are you not predicting a win by predicting a loss?
I kind of thought that too, but I didn't
Okay.
want to embarrass them.
No, not in an embarrassing way. I felt like it was well expressed.
It was very well expressed. All right. I am trying hard not to call you a nerve-wracking son of a bitch. You know that? All right. So Andy,
Yes.
Where's it, mustard?
go ahead, man.
Yes. So, my prediction is the Chiefs, and for one reason only. They can move the ball down the field. And that's what they got to do. They got to move the ball down the field every play. We got to run it. We got to throw it. We got to move the ball down the field.
I like it.
Yeah, you should have been a coach, man. You got that coach speak down pat. You got it down, man.
Cross the line. There's a line. Here's not the line. Here's the line. You want to get across the line. That's what you want to do. You want to run down the field, get across the line.
So what you're basically saying is that the defense has to defend, and the offense has to be offensive.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. All right. That is actually good.
You got to protect the pocket. You gotta protect the pocket so the ball can get out and you can move the football down the field. Protect the pocket. That's what you gotta do.
Let me write this down.
You gotta protect the pocket.
This is good stuff.
A lot of this comes from my mentoring him in the pool game. You realize that?
Yeah. This is really good. All right. Excellent. So I guess now it's time for my pick. All right. Well, let me give you a
think we
couple
should go with
caveats.
Stan.
Huh? Oh, Stan picked, didn't
Not yet.
he? You nerve-wracking son of a bitch. Why didn't you speak up? Go ahead,
You
Stan.
didn't
Okay.
consider it last
Well, first of all, I think definitely think San Francisco is going to show up. I think the fact that they haven't played well is actually going to move to their advantage because they've progressively gotten better, and they were shocked those first couple of games. And so I think this game they're going to bring their full performance to the table. But my pick is Kansas City, just because for some of the same reasons that Dan didn't pick them. I think that they show a team unity. I mean, when have you seen a team be able to do like the State Farm commercial that can kid around with their coach like that and involve the whole team? So anyway, my pick is Kansas City because I think they're going to be looser. I think they're going to play a better game, and because Patrick Mahomes can, if necessary, carry the team on his shoulder.
Excellent. Well said.
Thank you.
Well said. You're full of shit, but well said.
Well.
Well said. All right. So what is my prediction? It's hard to say. Look, I think it could go either way. I'm kind of with Rick. I'm almost torn between my prediction and my official call because I could see Kansas City winning. I could see them winning. But there's a couple things going against them. The first off is that Taylor Swift is coming in from Japan. So she's going to be jet lagged. And she's going to have a difficult time being at the top of her game for the game.
Throwing
because
kisses.
she is. I mean, totally. She's going to do it. They're going to do the heart sign to each other. It's really, I think she's going to have a difficult time being at the top of her game. Jason Kelsey also is going to have a difficult time taking a shirt off in an indoor stadium. It's got to be outdoor. It's got to be 20-something degrees. It's got to be cold. He's got to have a bunch of beer-drinking Yankees surrounding him before he can take off his shirt and show his dead boobs out in front of national TV with 200 million people watching. He's going to have a hard time doing that. I think Andy Reid has announced that he's not ready to retire. So Kansas City doesn't have something emotional to play for. They're in it. They're loose. They're loose as a goose. Man, it's like it's running through them like that, like they've eaten bad chicken, man. They are loose. But are they too loose? Are they not taking themselves serious? You know, are they? It's it because they're playing. They're doing videos, they're doing commercials, they're doing all this stuff, and they're divided up. Now, there is no one in the NFL that can put a team on their shoulder like Patrick Mahomes. He is amazing. There is no one that can do that. Kelsey, man, he's an unbelievably strong tight end. But you know what? Kansas City, their starting left guard, I forget his name, but starting left guard has a pectoral injury. All right, now they got the backup that's on there. If San Francisco can stop Kansas City at the line of scrimmage, and the San Francisco defensive line can live up to their potential and their talent that's definitely there, I think they've got an excellent opportunity. But let me tell you a couple of other things there. As I sum this up real quickly, you look at oh golly, what's his name? What's the tight end with Kansas City? The name's
George Kittle.
Kittle, thank you. I knew it began with a K. Look at Kittle. In the Detroit game, he was walking up and down the sideline saying, we're going to come back. We're going to win this thing. We're going to win this thing. Baltimore, when they were so far behind, we're going to come back. We're going to win this thing. And they started coming back. And he walked up to Brock Purdy and he said, I spoke it into existence, and it is. And he said that. You can look up the video. I believe that San Francisco is speaking into existence victory today in the Super Bowl. I believe that they are going to win by 8 points. I believe it's going to be a really good game, but I think Brock Purdy is going to play lights out. What he said in an interview is, look, yeah, are we nervous? Sure. Is this the biggest game of our life? Yeah. But you know what? We dreamed about this since we were kids. We're just going to go out there and have fun. That's the difference between the San Francisco 49ers of this year and the San Francisco 49ers of 4 years ago when they lost to Kansas City, and the difference between San Francisco and Kyle Shanahan when he was with the Falcons. All right, so I think that that's what we've got to do. That's my prediction. I think that's what San Francisco has to do. That is not only my official pick, that is my prediction.
May I summarize?
You can summarize, please.
Andy for Kansas City,
Kansas City.
Jim for San Francisco, Stan for Kansas City, Dan for San Francisco,
Left my
and
phone.
Rick for San Francisco,
Yes.
with some reservations.
San Francisco.
All right.
Yes.
Excellent. This is great, guys. All right, so this is Jim and the crew with the I Am Almost Always Right, the IAAR Sports Network, your come-to place for everything sports. Peace out, homie.
Yes. Yes. I think that's why Taylor's coming from Japan. She likes that tight end.
That's what she said.
All right.
It's kind of like, hey, how's this thing work?
All right, I'll upload that YouTube and send it to everyone.
Awesome.
We live in infamy.
I think it's still running.
Oh,
Is it? Oh, this will be the outtakes. It is still running. Bye.